Alrighty, hello guys. It is Wednesday, June 24th. What? Okay. Boom, boom, lots of liquidity, 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 liquidity. Boom, market open, push up, tap into this breaker block. You don't really see it even on like a 5 minute. I'm like, that would be good. If that was just a breaker, you could probably would count that as the breaker because that came below. But we're just seek and destroy, right? We take one, go to the other. Take one, go to the other. I was looking at this as okay, that looks like, manipulation, liquidity sweep. We took everything, right? We took boom, everything. The only thing we hadn't taken is this high time frame low, but now we have. And so boom, we got everything we need. I no entry. I'd love, honestly, I wanted if we popped up and open, took that, take shorts down to take this, or if we push down, swept everything out, take longs up to like here, up above, sweep out this, kind of rebalances. I am not seeing much unless we push down here back in this breaker, but I don't see any areas where it's like we'd want to like respect or because it's like, okay, there's no, the only fair value gap is right here, right? Boom. And so really that's what I'm going off of. I don't have any, actually, I do have a lower time frame on this. 30 Not much going. Yeah, there are some good spots down here, but my guess is we're probably just gonna, if we don't close bearish on this candle, we're just gonna keep pushing up and we're gonna take everything. We're gonna take stuff. We're gonna take that high. Actually, we got these highs right here, but I want to take that high, boom, and then either we keep pushing or that's when we reverse, take the low, and then push it up to the high. Usually, I'm good with this sort of like, okay, I know where I want to see price go. Okay, that's the super strong draw, and that's usually what happens. Not this past week, which is so weird, but looks like we got some bearish action. That would be nice. Tap in here, get some long action in here. Like, okay, boom. To then, yeah. So really anything. Oh yeah, you can have a pretty big stop there too. But no, close above. So my guess is we're probably just gonna keep running. Unless this order block holds us up, we tapped there. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of unfortunate that Mark's been acting like this week because I'm like, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. I got this new breaker block thing. Nope, not getting a chance to use it. But ah, but it got me thinking yesterday because it's like, okay, well, we kind of reversed in the morning. I wanted to see the slow taken. We didn't take it, and then we reversed magically up here. Obviously, we're in the order block, but we're deep in the order block, and so I'm like, trying to figure out why and stuff like that. And so that led me to kind of looking at some. It's not even order flow because order flow is more for, I like to say, entries and stuff like, oh, why is this moving like that compared to a okay, boom, this is an area I expect to reject in, right? So using NQ option contracts and the data behind that gives me areas of points of interest, right? For areas that I expect to have something happen at. Looking into that, boom, no good free options with TradingView, like anything. So I'm like, well, how hard could this be? Boom, went on Google Gemini, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh yeah, you can just pull that from the Schwab API. Alrighty, so I'm looking at that. I'm trying to get into that. And so now I'm building basically that indicator now. So, ooh, we tapped in. I, I don't think I'm taking this. Unfortunately, I will not be taking that. I need up close, down close, soup that, up close, thin. But it's like, okay, the entries, I've got that down with, or going to get this down with this. Okay, boom. See percentages and stuff like that. Okay. Areas I expect to retrace to in the failure swing. Okay, I'm good at that. I'm good at that. What do I have the hardest struggle with? Is the points. Liquidity sweeps. And that the areas where the model forms, right? Because the model will form like there, right? Granted, we swept that liquidity, but the model will form like there, up here, boom, without sweeping that liquidity. And I would wait, and so I wouldn't get a trade in here, and boom, look, played out. And so trying to figure out how I can get more into the, okay, this scenario I expect to reject. Okay, maybe it's not around that much liquidity, but there's something else and that and that. And then boom, the entries, we'll get those more dialed in, but kind of just expanding on what I know. That's more to me what is interesting and what makes sense to me. So I'm just really waiting for something to happen right here. Ugh. Yeah, through this morning, got up way earlier than usual. It was midday. It was a leg day yesterday or 2 days ago, and so obviously 2 days after your leg day is going to be a rough day, and so kind of rough. Oh, what the hell? Lots of weird stuff happening. ES has gone nowhere. And so we probably are going to open low soup and then run, and then the trade would have been like that, and we're not taking that. But ES really hasn't done much. ES still left Asia, which is why I'm like, I could see us push down. ES takes Asia low or New York from yesterday low, and then we take this high time frame low, and then we push up. That's what could happen. Or we could do it like right here, like okay, I think I'd already be in. I'd use a lower time frame to confirm this, but it's like, okay, then so be like there, because unless there's not a like fair value gap or order block here on the lower time frame, then it's like that's not the spot I'm expecting to reject. But usually on the failure swing leg, there will be like, okay, this will be a fair value gap, like right here, or like right here, there'll be a fair value inverse fair value gap, and then maybe a fair value gap, and then you're like, okay, this is the area I expect to reject from on the 1 minute. And so boom, using that with the order flow as an entry confluence to find, okay, boom, finding a better entry there, and then look, you can just take the trade to the high. Or since I have the context for it, let's ride it all the way up to there. Boom. But yeah, since I don't see anything here, I don't see that's the area I expect to reject, but could another down close candle and then an up close candle to finish it off. Ooh. We did just soup it, take the high of this candle though, so if we are bearish, push down. If we sweep out this, that'd be like perfect. I'm not counting this as the soup CIST because I want us to take this low because we took that candle high. Damn, we're getting big reactions off of that, so very wacky day. But then I was like, oh, if this was there, I expecting us to reject it, and I enter, and then okay, this comes down, stops me out. Okay, we swept that. I'm looking for another re-entry there to take it. So, oh wow, huh? Maybe this next candle opens up better. Okay, we look bearish. We look very bearish because that ES. Yeah, I mean, this could just be a deep failure swing. Yeah, not really feeling that anymore. It's just weird when we've just sat in this range. We haven't displaced. We've been accumulating, and that's either 150-minute manipulation of the wick, or we're about to push down, put in actual 15-minute manipulation to then run it up into here again. But if something happens, I'll pause it, and yeah. Alrighty, guys. We are in. Now. Yeah, CISD already. Because, okay, breakdown of the trade, obviously, CUDA manipulation, boom, retest breaker. I'm looking for my soup CISDs. Why is the candles not moving? I'm looking for soup CISDs, right? Boom, push down. Okay, that's a soup. And not really counting that as CISD. Come on, close above. Okay, good. We closed above. That's all I cared about. But boom. Push down soup. Alrighty. Push up soup that. Okay. And then you're like, oh, well, why didn't you enter on this CISD right here? Why aren't you there? Because we didn't soup that candle, right? We didn't soup that candle. If this candle had pushed down souped, that would have been entry. Boom. Entry right there, CISD. But since we didn't, this is now the soup from here. So this is the CISD from here. Like down, boom, soup. So once we close above, then that'll be good. We never did here. Boom. Not jumping the gun, not jumping the gun. Okay, pull back down. Soup. Right there. Boom. Changing the state right there. I'm in. Why? Because, boom, that's a soup from there. We souped it there. Boom, closed above, changing the state. Good. Ideally, we want to run and take that high. Currently, not really doing that. And, ow, got out. Damn it. But, good trade, good idea. Didn't jump the gun on that change in the state. Damn, never closed above. That's kind of crazy. But, yeah. This would be a point where I'd want to re-enter, but since I'm already down 500 because I upped my risk, that's it. We're done. We're done for the day. So, any breaker, CSD. All right. But good idea. Good execution. Boom. Close above. Got filled a little bit higher, but took the right amount. Boom. We're good. On my evals, I'm risking 500 now, right? Because I want to pass them in like 2 days. So, and I'm like, well, if I don't, there's no point. So, yeah. But, where's ES? Damn. Oh, wait, that's ES. Yeah, we really haven't done much. So, maybe we do want to push down lower to then take that. But, yeah. Anyways, that's all I've got for today. I got to go pick up. Oh, I bought a new mouse. New. It's the same mouse, but it's wireless and it has RGB because it was like 50% off on Target. And I had a bunch of Target cash. So, boom, I'm taking it. So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. And I'll see you tomorrow.